Yo, real quick, Adulterers, my new special, Material Boy, is going to be coming out live on my YouTube page on November 7th. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you watch it live. I'm doing a premiere on YouTube. Make sure you're in there in the chat, commenting, share it, tell all your friends. Thank y'all for listening. Love the Adulterers, Adulthood Pod. Peace. Halloween week, we have a lot of stuff to get into. Is Halloween stuff. How do you feel about, like, would you go on a date on Halloween? How do you feel about that? Like, first date? Is that too weird?
That's a good question.
Because it falls on a Friday this year, I'm like, Friday. Whatever. But no, because my usual haunt, my usual haunts in the city are in neighborhoods where I feel like it's gonna be nuts. Like
the parades and stuff, right?
Or, I mean, yes, the parade, but I'm also just like, you know, certain neighborhoods of like North Brooklyn are gonna be drunk 25-year-olds, and even Soho is kind of nuts on
drunk 25-year-olds, bro. Like, you bring up a good point, because me, like, driving home, bro, on a Friday, Saturday, and like when you come by like the Lower East Side, like when you're turning out on Delancey, you just see all these 25-year-old like in like shorts, and they like have their whole life ahead. You're like, oh, I gotta leave the city. That's when I'm like, I'm moving to Ohio.
Or the suburbs.
Yeah, I'm getting a farm.
Yeah, getting out.
Yeah. Doesn't it make you though? I feel like I'm Peter Pan syndrome. Like, I'm still out here wearing shorts, acting like an idiot because I live so close to 25. Like,
you're also 26.
I'm 28.
Ugh.
But right.
You're still young.
So you should treat me with more respect. Right.
Out of Leo's.
Wear those shorts, girl. Wear those shorts.
And I do.
Because once it's done, you're going to be like, man, I can't believe I was wearing those shorts.
When it be done? When is it going to be done?
Like, when you get like to 35.
Done? It's done?
I'm done.
This was my question, is I'm like, how old is too old to wear a slutty Halloween costume?
There is no age.
Ageless.
There's
really?
no age. It's universal. Yeah.
Halloween is the perfect. This is why so many people love Halloween.
You can do whatever.
You know, people love, like, Halloween. I feel like it's like second to Christmas.
It's an adult holiday.
Because a lot of people who generally are complete losers to society, now you could dress up and pretend not to be, and that's great.
It's encouraged.
That's like great.
We've touched on something.
Like, you've always wanted to be a whore, but you grew up in like a Catholic, so you have the guilt. But on Halloween, you could just be a whore, and like, I applaud it. He's a whore.
It's celebrated. No, but it's celebrated.
Yeah. It's great. What are you going to be? You got a costume?
Horror a word?
I'm working a major Halloween party for work.
Oh, yeah. But it's a gay one, right?
But there will be gay people there. But it's like it girl vibes. Like,
there would be gay people there.
Are you okay with that?
Put that in invitation.
Right. No, but it's like, it's kind of a sceney event. And the Sceney, like, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of celebs.
Seedy, like,
no, like a lot of celebs show up. It's gonna be like, there's gonna be a whole thing.
Can I go to this?
If you want to, but I don't know.
You know me, I just want to be invited.
Are there gonna be tapas?
Tapas? No food. I'm sure a lot of cocaine in bathrooms, if I had to guess. Not for me, but I'm working. But I'm saying, like, I don't know how OD to go to on a costume when I'm working, because I have been to a work Halloween party before and I've seen coworkers overdo it.
You can't go slut.
No.
I've seen coworkers.
I know you would like to, but you can't. You
got to go like astronaut.
You got to be like a fucking number 2 pencil.
Yeah, fully clothed.
You ate that into the ground. You gotta be. You wear a red sweatshirt. Sweater. I'm Velma from.
Not Velma.
I'm a big pen. I'm a ballpoint pen.
Yeah, Velma.
You got it. You can't.
There's been some DNA.
I'm the Salesforce software. You're in all blue. Like,
because the last thing you want to do is show up to a Halloween costume and you dress slutty, and then your coworker's like, "Whoa, I didn't know you had those titties," and now it's like a thing.
And it's an HR thing. Yeah, you don't want to deal with it. Paperwork.
Yeah.
Good point.
So go. This like be like a water bottle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Gumby.
But at this work party, like, I think I'm gonna have to dress like a hoe.
You have to.
It's just like, you got to turn a fit.
Maybe I do want to go to this. When is this?
The 30th, Thursday.
Oh, that's your Thursday.
Yeah, and then the costume contest is at midnight.
Are we jumping into this? Are we jumping into it now?
Yeah.
Like, because Halloween weekend, especially when Halloween falls on a Friday, man.
It's feeling animalistic already.
You can smell it in the air.
You will turn a Mother's Day weekend into animalistic. Let's not pretend that this is like some some Halloween thing that's making you feel this way. Any holiday, you're like in the Hamptons, you're on a boat, you're doing like these things. So I don't think Halloween is like anything. But what I do like about Halloween, I like Halloween personally, but like what I do like is that after it's just like that full dash to the holiday in New York.
It's a sprint.
It's opening weekend of holiday season.
It definitely is.
That's great. Yeah.
I have a question though for Carmen.
Please.
Does Halloween like relax standards, or does it make it seem like, you know what, anything goes? I'm talking about from a woman's perspective, because I feel like the standards are a little bit more relaxed. They're like, I'm out on Halloween, I'm dressed a little slutty, I'm down for the get down. It's almost like Vegas in the weekend.
That's a great way to put it. And I haven't even anything 8 p.m. says, I'm like, God, I've never heard a man speak like that.
I never heard about being slow on Halloween. This is brand new information that you're presenting to the podcast.
No, but I'm saying, don't you feel like growing up in like, even in middle school, high school, college, you know, post-grad tech job that I obviously don't work at anymore. It's like the Halloween party felt like a season finale. It's like you are going to kiss that guy for no fucking reason who you've been eyeing by the water cooler, or like
it's more than kissing.
You are giving a BJ to the guy in your finite class.
In a
whatever
taxi
it
cab.
is. Yeah.
In a taxi cab.
As it
going
were.
from Midtown to the Lower East Side.
I did hook up with my Uber driver on Halloween freshman year.
Wait, let's talk about that. But
No,
I'll just say this.
not.
I'll say
No.
one thing. I feel like I didn't get enough BJs growing up.
Whoa.
Like, compared to like what the other people were getting when I hear stories.
Are you deprived?
I hear stories and it sounds like everyone was getting beeged.
I think that's insecurity. I think
You think so?
I think you're just hearing a lot of people tell their like one or two stories,
Yeah.
and it feels
and
like
it's adding up.
But
It's adding up.
at
for
the
you.
same time, you're talking about when you were younger, when we were younger. When we were younger, it was a little bit faux pas. Like it wasn't like as celebrated as it is now, you know?
Well, I had a friend growing up that like I might have talked about him on the podcast, but like we would hang out and he would always get a beej.
Yes.
Like it was like
Mid hangout?
yeah, like he would just disappear and he would come back
And no woman respects him now.
and he would be like, he's married. He would be like, I was getting a beej.
Oh.
And you're like, you could get beeches here? He's like, yeah, it was like some girl. Like one time literally he was like, I'm gonna go like pee. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And he goes to pee and he's gone for like 30 minutes. And I go like knock on the door and he like comes out and like this girl comes out. And he was like, I wanted to use the bathroom. I didn't even think he was still in there.
He was getting filleted.
And he was like, yeah, I was just getting a beej. And I'm like, bro, how do you go to the bathroom, get a beej? He was like, he was like, I was outside and the girl was like, hey, you're cute. And then I was like, you want to...
Yo, the best line I ever heard was, you want to get naughty? You want to be naughty? Did he ask her that?
Did you say that?
Who
to
you
her?
heard that?
No, I saw this happen in real life. In a Halloween weekend, I was in college. It was my homeboy. I'm not going to say no names because he's married with child. But we were out at the bars. And you know when you go to the bars on Halloween weekend, this is why I ask. The standards are lowered. It's more like, hey, this time to play. And we were at the bars. And then, you know, like once like 1:45, I went to a Jesuit school. So you can't sign nobody in past a certain hour, like 2:30.
Come on, Catholics.
He's seen, yeah.
I went to a SUNY school and you couldn't do that.
No, see? He's seen someone he was attracted to, and I guess there was a mutual attraction. He asked her, do you want to be naughty tonight? And she said,
Bro,
yes.
that would never happen to me ever. If I ever went somewhere and came back and said I got a beej, I borderline got raped.
Oh,
like she had to really like
force it on you.
Yeah, like I would never suggest that to a woman in the wild.
Have you gotten forced beads before?
It's been, you know, I'm a touring comic. It's been times,
Oh my
but
God.
It's been forced. Because being forced beads is kind of like how do you approach this?
And again, you know, this is like I said, this is a family podcast. We just like to tell the stories just so people understand this is the life that we live.
Experience.
Know what's happening in the culture.
Right,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I don't know, like growing up, like Gabe, do you feel like you have guys who like are always getting beeges?
Bro, I read that the totally wrong way.
I don't know what you were thinking about. I didn't want to go down the hell. I'm saying, do you have friends who
Hey, do you want to get naughty?
I don't even know where your head is at.
That curious.
This is why those girls don't want you doing their podcast.
What's up, Johan?
Oh God, yeah. No, I had never felt that way. I don't know. I think it's not something that has happened like that. I don't know anybody who was just getting beaches.
Yeah, I have a couple friends who are like, they just grew up with like.
That's a skill.
But you know what I think it is, back to the Halloween weekend, because I feel this way on Fleet Week, and it hasn't happened for me, but I've had an inordinate amount of friends who have had sex with sailors, right?
Inordinate amount of friends.
Inordinate, it might be two hands.
That's good.
Really?
Literally.
So that's who the sailors, because I remember that was an episode of Sex and the City.
Oh my, it's everything you say it is, but it was like when we were in our younger 20s. I'm telling, the whole group's cleaning up, but I think it's the costume or the uniform
it's the
for
uniform.
them. But it's like, you're not a serious person, so this kind of doesn't count.
As a touring comedian, I'll say this. Women love a guy who's leaving town
in town and out.
There's nothing better than you not having to be here.
They love that. Like what they can be. They
give
can
me one night of paradise, and I never want to see you again.
Bro, I mean, that's the story of my life. But they will literally release all their inhibitions on you, and then you're gone in the morning on the first flight, and they'll pretend they never happened.
Instead of hall pass, it's easy pass. You're going right through the lane.
And now we've said it. Right.
No toll paid. Bling. And you're out of here.
Women love that.
They love it.
They love it.
Don't even have to slow down.
That's it.
And as our resident woman, she agrees. She doesn't agree with a lot that I say. She's on board.
There you go.
Speaking of costumes, I did want to broach.
Speaking of cosplay.
Oh.
Speaking of cosplay. Speaking of Comic-Con, I do want to broach the product debut that our Lord and Savior Kim Kardashian's company Skims put out as of this recording today, but in recent memory. The thong that has a faux bush on the top of it.
Yeah.
So this is a nude thong for a woman with a shaved undercarriage.
Yeah.
Bush on top. I just wanted to see how that landed on men. Because as a woman,
I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you serious? Tell me more.
Yeah, I'm 35. Like, I've seen vaginas. They're great. Anytime you can add like a little cork to it that makes it like, oh, this is different. I'm like, oh, this is great too.
Flair.
It's a little flair. It's a little like,
I think for me, and this is obviously coming from like having Italian in my bloodline. I'm like, I spend so much time.
What's the matter with you? Can you do that? I'm sorry.
Whoa!
Marone.
But
Marone? You said Marone? Jesus.
But like, I spend so much time, like, I'm either one or the other in terms of like looks I've got down there because I have darker hair. So to me,
You're not a blonde?
No.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
I dye my hair.
Can you ask that question?
No, obviously I have highlight. Yeah, I pay a lot of money for my highlights, so it looks natural.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Why?
Yeah, I spend a lot of
do you plan on going black ever?
Black hair. My sisters have black hair.
Yeah, and do you plan on that or not?
Going black ever? I got you. My sisters have like almost jet black hair.
But you don't want it.
I don't know if I'd look good in it. I feel like I'd look like any other bitch. I feel like blonde is like kind of my look, but they can't see me. So moving on to the bush thong. For me, I'm like, there are so many women who I'm like, why would I need to buy this product when all you're telling me to do is grow my bush out? Like, I don't, like, I'm confused from a marketing standpoint who this is for. Does that not feel cost? Like,
People
if you
with
guys
alopecia.
What?
It's for women with alopecia.
And now you've got me feeling bad about myself. But I'm like, say a woman in the bedroom, like genuinely, you're amped out of your mind. You guys are about to hook up, whatever. She comes out wearing this. I'm
gonna laugh.
I'm like, you're not turned on by that.
No, I'm just thinking this is funny. I'll just be like, this is funny.
No man has never like, oh my God, it's too much, or it's not. It's like, we're here now.
Yeah.
No, I know natural bush, but I'm saying to buy a thong.
Bush.
How much does it cost? Do you know?
50?
Probably like what thongs. I bet this probably costs like 36, 32. If I
don't even know the going rate of thongs.
Me
bro.
either.
Like if you ask me like Price is Right, what's the price? I don't even know. I have no idea.
No, Victoria's Secret is kind of expensive.
And Skims has really good sales. Almost all my underwear Skims.
I have a problem where a lot of times I feel like I don't know the price of things. Like I don't know, like my mind can't like ballpark shit that I don't know, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Like sometimes, like even with like, I'll get gig offers where they're like, they'll be like, we're not gonna say, like we don't know exactly what it's paying now. And I'm like, yeah, but give me a ballpark. Like I don't know, like,
I don't know what I'm worth.
I don't know what I'm worth. I don't know what you think I'm worth. I don't know. Maybe you think I'm higher than I am. Like I have no idea.
You have a gauge.
Like I'm literally back and forth with like my agents and managers. I'm like, I have no idea what this pays.
Also, well, even just on a material things, because for those of you
Material
who are
Boy.
listening, Material Boy, November
October
7th.
November 7th.
November 7th. Stream it. Available everywhere, including YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most accessible. But for those of you who are listening, Ian's wearing like these sick jeans that almost look like they're like sand washed in a way. But I'm like, with jeans, I have no idea. Like, you could charge me $200 or $40 for a pair of jeans, and I'm like, that seems right. Like, I don't
can
know
feel them.
Okay.
And know these are expensive.
But jeans have gotten like weird now because there's a huge range between like, all right, you got your Levi's, what are they, like $60 now? $70? I don't know. 80,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
And then you have like your Chrome Hearts that are 10,000. So
Chrome Hearts are $10,000.
10,000. 10,000.
Chrome Heart jeans are $10,000.
10,000.
Ian wants a pair. But
That's insane. I would never, like, even if you like, I have a lot of expensive clothes at the house that I might have been like gifted or something. I don't even wear it. Like I'm just not like, I don't know. Like I'm not a designer guy like that. Like
Because what does it do?
why do I need $10,000 jeans?
jeans are fucking jeans. Like, the whole
Right.
point of jeans is you're not really looking at them.
If we're really being honest, I'm in my like custom suit like era and phase. Like if I'm spending like $1,500, I'm gonna spend $1,500 on the suit because I have to. I can't buy anything off the rack. So it's just like if all of the adjustments that I would make for an off the rack suit, I can get a nice tailor-made suit.
That's so
$1,500?
true.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah.
Damn, it's expensive.
But like it fits my proportions. Hold on. So you're a natural like brunette.
Yeah, I'm
But-
shook that you're shocked.
I'm so shocked. But
I'm like
with
my
blue
dad wears,
eyes?
like the color of my,
With blue eyes?
because I've got Italian dad and like a German.
You're not
Irish
working
mom.
this the right way. We got to be like your advisors. You go with the brunette.
You
with
got
the-
blue eyes?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, to put the rumors to rest, Ian's not in love with me. I'm like, I obviously have blue eyes. They're my money makers. What are you talking about?
Brunette-
Look at your eyes.
Yeah.
Brunette with the blue. You got something going.
You think?
I'll be your advisor.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk
All right,
after. We'll
now
talk
we're onto
offline.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk offline.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Skims is just putting out anything.
Anything. They were
They
Nike
did
now
the nipple
too.
rings one. That
They
was
did
it.
the one with the Samantha Jones purposeful nipple. That's like, it's a low key Sex in the City reference because
Yeah.
Samantha Jones put fake nipples on. Icon. But yeah, they did the nipple bra. Skims is amazing.
Is it?
Oh my! I'm not trying to like give more money to that family. Genuinely, every single product I bought from them, I only wear Skims underwear, and now I would say 90% of my bras are Skims. Their push-up bra, oh my god! No matter little titties, big titties, sagging, perky,
Can
no
I
matter
ask you a
what.
question?
That's the clip.
It's not a titty question. It's legit. But I want you to be honest, not politically correct about it. Like, how would you feel if a guy you dated, like if a guy, let's say like a boyfriend that you were like serious about, if you found out that he's now transitioned into a woman? How would you feel about that?
I think I would have to know the person in mind to have an opinion about it.
Earnestly, earnestly, you would have to at least think it was peculiar, right? You would be like,
I don't know if peculiar is the adjective I would use, and I'm not trying to be politically correct. I think, I don't know. I think on my end, I think it depends on what you're attracted to. I feel like every person I've ever been really in love with, it really has been such like a personality vibe. And I think if they want to transition into a woman, it would honestly depend on if they're going to get bottom surgery. Because it's like, yeah, I need dick to make the relationship
not
work.
like somebody you're with. You're no longer with them.
Oh.
It was just somebody who you had like.
Well, I've dated guys who are now with men. So
Really?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
totally. I did theater. But yeah,
Many
right.
one many?
Two. One serious.
That's too much.
What? Too many.
Did you have signs?
Neither of them. I both of them. I was like, okay, like whatever.
Neither of them shocked you. You're saying.
One of them, I was like, holy shit, and then in hindsight, I'm like,
Like
oh,
out in the open with men or DL?
like both of them had, I feel like a lot of men will come out when they have a serious partner, honestly. Like a lot of coming out in college, like at least in my experience, a lot of men who came out as late as mid-college, it was like, and here's my boyfriend who I've been dating for a year and a half.
Yeah, that's always interesting. Nobody really thinks about that. But like, when you think about it, how does coming out work? Like, do you make like an announcement? Like, is it a premiere? Like, what is the...
I think it always starts with like a trusted friend. The biggest thing is, of course, working your way up to family. What?
Your parents, I'm saying.
It starts with a trusted friend. Like, I think a lot of people come out to their friends because our age group is cooler with homosexuality than...
But is coming out like a thing where you're like a premiere? Like, you're like...
I feel like it's not even a thing anymore.
It's not. I think in college it was more of the like Instagram post of like for Pride or like on their birthday or on like National Boyfriend Day was like a big one.
See, you could do an Instagram post, which makes it a little easier for our gay listeners because you could just post and everyone to see it and they'll be like, oh, and they'll deal with it on their own. Before, you used to have to like have a dinner,
a press conference,
and like announce it to everyone, and everyone's like, oh, I gotta deal with this in person.
Yeah,
right.
I need time with this. Now you can just do it on Instagram. By the time they see you, they're like, hey, we've already thought about it. We made our piece.
Not even that.
This is great.
It's not a surprise. Like we knew it. Yeah. We knew this was coming.
Yeah.
You're not.
I was watching this video on Instagram where this guy disrespected this girl. And then her brother was there, and her brother was like gay. He was like a flamboyant gay. And then the brother just beat the shit out of the guy.
Period.
For disrespecting,
like in a gay way.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, no, like he called, I'm not gonna do the voice, but he was like,
have you seen the bodies of Fire Island? I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to dust up on anybody's sister.
This was like a skinny, he was like a skinny, like gay guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, you not going to disrespect. And the guy was like on the floor. He was like just slapping him. He was like, the gay guy was just slapping him. Is that a hate crime? Is that a hate crime? No, you can beat up straight people.
No, straight people is fair game. Yeah. Don't let that gay shit fool you.
No, yeah.
They'll whoop your ass.
But wouldn't you agree that the definition of a hate crime is based on a part of your personality that's been stereotyped? So I'm like, is it a crime? Yes. He's not beating him up because he's straight. He's beating him up because he disrespected the sister.
Sure.
So I wouldn't call it a hate crime.
Sure. But in the reverse, it's hard to even argue that. Like, if you beat up a gay person, they automatically think it's because he was gay, and then you can't be like, no, I love the gays, I just hate him.
Right? No, you're not wrong. It's not going to be a good look on social.
Yeah, you gotta show all your photos. You gotta show your photos at like gay pride.
Yeah,
like,
brand deals lost.
What'd you say? The ball and chain.
It was just him. It wasn't the gays.
Yeah.
Have either of you guys? I don't know if I've ever asked you guys this. Have you guys ever hit somebody?
Like a person?
Like a person?
Oh, sorry.
And doesn't that just explain the whole dynamic? Wow. Clip that. Okay.
Like another man?
You both can answer in the way that you responded. That was my question. Wow, that was perfect.
No, I like a guy in a fight.
A fight. You got in a fight.
Yeah,
I've been in a fight before. It was a while ago though.
But I played sports. Yeah. We fought every day.
What age do you think is too old to be swinging on someone?
That's a good question.
One day I was thinking about like, it was just like in my thoughts. And again, I'm an open book. Don't judge me. This is just like, I'm just telling you what other people think and I'm being open about it. But like one day I was like trying to put myself in the shoes of like an abusive guy, like a guy who like hits women. Like I was trying to like think like, how do they like rationalize that in their head as okay? And I like couldn't.
You can't.
I couldn't like
mentally ill.
Same.
Yeah. Like I just couldn't like. I was trying to be like rationalize it. Like try to make, because I'm like a debate guy. I'm like try to make a rational argument for like why it's okay to smack the shit out of your partner. And I was like, there's no way. Like there's no sensical way that you can be like, yeah, this is the right thing to do.
It's 100%. It's not. It's like what goes through your mind for you to even have that thought to come through and like you act on it, because people have wild thoughts. Wild thoughts run the world.
I'm not even a physically like I don't even think I'd hit my kids, to be honest.
No, the kids got to get spanked.
I'm just not like that kind of person.
Where are we at on spanking with kids? Like I'm like,
well, on Halloween night it's great with a sexy Thelma.
There you go.
As it were.
I think girls you can't touch.
Duh.
Well,
you leave that for the mom. Yeah. But boys, they're
you mean kids?
Kids.
Oh.
they're meant to try you. They're gonna try you, especially like once they get like to teenage age and they start feeling themselves. And like you have to like, I won't say spank, but you gotta like put them in a headlock one time so they could feel that, oh, okay, like there's a dominance in it. Yeah,
I'll say this. My dad never hit me. He never put his hands on me. And I think there's something to be said about like, you're so, like, they don't gotta hit you. You're just so intimidated by their word.
That was the same with my parents. Is I'm like, I never got arrested, never anything. But my parents were just that fucking.
You guys were good kids. We were good. We were good children, or we were good at getting away with it. Like,
but I know what you're saying.
We knew how to. There's some kids that like.
No, there's some kids that belong in prison. Yes, like I call the cops on them. I try to get them to prison. They say they're too young. They can't go to prison.
The messed up part is you realize that like when you become an adult, that they have actual issues. Like there's something that happened in their life that they don't know how to communicate it. So that's how they're communicating it, by acting bad. But at the same time too, you might have to like put your hands on them. Like, listen.
Yeah.
Relax.
I would like not to.
Yeah.
I hope I wouldn't, but I do wonder what our generation is going to do with kids. Because I think
it's
like,
no hit. I think our generation.
No. There's a
but
new
I think
movement.
the millennials were very no hit. Like I think our parents, like the age bracket above and above them, like spanking was still very in the lexicon. I don't think like slapping your kid across the face, like maybe once you hear about that, but that like wasn't a thing in my household.
No.
Like, but I wonder, I don't know.
You haven't seen this new movement of like parents, younger parents, millennials and Gen Zers going to fuck around and find out? FAFO? Look it up.
Fuck around and find
out. Fuck around and find out. They're going back to the old school ways with their children.
No, I don't think I could hit. I mean, I don't know. It depends how bad they piss me off, but I don't think I'll hit.
I just think my words are so biting that I'm like, what's? I'll really destroy your character.
I think I have this. I have this with girls I date too. I think the people who are around me are genuinely really like trying not to let me down, and they don't want to let me down. And I think I'll have that with my kids.
How does a parent develop that like? That je ne sais quoi, like that, like, I'm cool. And my mom always had it. It was like when I would sneak out, or like when I would go out in high school, she knew when I started going to parties because I'd be obviously dressed differently. And she'd be like sitting in the corner of the kitchen with her book and like a glass of wine, whatever. She'd be like, have fun, Carmen. And like, it was even just her saying Carmen I was like, you don't even need to say it. Like, I know what time I'm supposed to be home. Like, they just had this invisible.
I have a theory about this. I think the way you get it is you have to lead by example. Like you have to be a person, you have to be like a mom or a dad who like is respected by other people. Like who the kids can see that. Like
they feel
kids
that.
can see when your parent is well respected.
That's
like because when you get around family, like the way like my dad is super respected by my family. Like they all like when my dad comes around, like even my the older people, they get on their best behavior. So like as a kid, you see that and you're like, I'm gonna fall in line. I want to be on my best behavior.
It's the hierarchy.
I don't want to let them down.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of parents who try to discipline, but the way they live their life is not how they want their kid. Like they'll be like, you behave, but it's like, Dad, you don't behave. Like you be getting carried out of parties because you got too drunk. So
kids
are
a mirror.
I'm just gonna do the same thing you did.
Yeah.
Right. That's a really good point.
Yeah. And can we also say that these
curious.
are 4 people in the room that have no children, because it could always.
We don't have children, but we're America's favorite girl dads.
Of course, easily.
Yeah, those are Carmen's words, not mine.
Yeah.
I never said
she
that.
tunes in every week.
Yeah. You want to do the fan DM?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do the fan DM. Don't forget, send us this DM.
Do you want kids?
You have time. Yeah. Hold on. Send a fan DM to the page Adulthood Pod, or send us a voicemail 347-378-9423. Yo, shout out Adulterers. If you want to come see me live, I'm at West Nyack at Levity Live this weekend. Halloween weekend, basically. You could come see me live. I'm there from the 30th to the 1st. That's Thursday to Friday. And also, I'm at the Hartford Funny Bone the 20th and the 29th of November. And in Lawrence, Kansas, the 4th through the 6th at the Comedy Club of Lawrence. Thank y'all for listening. Adulthood Pod. We love the Adulterers. Peace.
Okay, this is from a listener named Sylvia. And this came in on Instagram DM.
What's up, Sylvie?
She said, "Hi, Adulthood. I have a question to DJ APM."
Hello.
So I went to right. No, it's an ending worth discussing in my opinion. So I went to see Swedish House Mafia last month in Arthur Ashe Stadium, and it was a dream come true. Such a huge fan of them. But not sure if you heard about it. The opener to the show was Used Tumor. was such a train wreck. He was playing literal noises on stage, trolling us for having no taste, took off his pants, and then left the stadium when we booed him multiple times. Then he started crashing out on Instagram, trashing on...
Sorry.
What? Nuts. Then he started crashing out on Instagram, trashing on NYC too. And now he announced a show in NYC. Why play here when you say we have no taste, LOL. So I want to know, what are your thoughts on this? And do you all think that rage baiting is like a good method to get famous?
I think that he's an absolute trash bag. I love New York City because New Yorkers, especially, you know, when it comes to music, they'll tell you how it is. And if your stuff is trash, then your stuff is trash. We've always been like the litmus test of whether something is good or bad. And clearly you were bad. You didn't know how to play. You're trying to force people onto something. I'm not familiar with this music, but you're trying to force people onto something that clearly isn't good. And then for you to go on the internet and like react like that, this just shows that you're immature and you don't take the craft seriously.
Period. I think
shout out to Sylvie.
I feel like we're in this real era, and like obviously I think Playboi Carti is like a preliminary example, but then like also Frank Ocean's Coachella set, where I'm like, I don't get how you lose the plot as a musical artist, that it's like, this is a show where your success is contingent on us paying and enjoying it. Like, why do you think that you have the privilege?
Comedians have this too.
You think?
Yeah, they do this a lot. I'm with you. I don't get it.
But the new comedians or the older ones?
I mean, I don't think it's like a generational thing. I think like every once in a while you just run across a comedian who's just like, I don't know if they're acting. I personally believe they're just like acting. Like I think they're just trying to psych themselves out and telling themselves stuff. But their behavior is as if they don't care at all about the audience having a good time.
Michael Richards.
And you're like, because he said the N-word thing. I don't think that was that. I think that was just like he just fell apart. Yeah, he just fell apart and couldn't handle the hecklers. But yeah, like I meet like who like they're like, oh, I don't care if they have a good time or not. I was like, you don't? That's kind of weird.
That's super weird.
Or like, fuck you for not liking my
shit.
But
the thing is,
it's like we're giving you feedback as like but that's so. In the last episode, you guys said, I think it was Ian said something about like the streets have more power than they think. It's like we're so in this era of we've got a guy who thinks he's the king in the White House, and I think that does distill a culture where it's like, no, at this opener for Swedish House Mafia, or like even Playboi Carti when he's 3 hours late and his audience is pissed, and then he'll clap back. It's like, we all like most of these people are working class. It's a privilege to get to go to a concert. Concerts are
Isn't Playboi Carti dead?
No.
Oh.
Ancient.
Rich homie Quan is.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in power.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't get this.
I think
you guys don't get it, and it's like, well, there's 20,000 of us here.
You know what it is too?
I felt that. Don't get me wrong. I felt that, but I would never say that to our audience. Like I think it's perfect. You just take your L. Like you just not hitting tonight,
and you keep
like,
it pushing.
I've had that happen where I'm like, I could just start naming times where it did hit, but it's like, but you not hitting tonight. Like you can say, oh, I got an HBO, I got this, I got that, I got this, but it's like, you can have all that, but tonight you not hitting,
and it's on you.
And they're not having fun.
So that's what it is.
Fun.
Like maybe tomorrow you'll hit, but tonight. You ain't hitting.
And then to add to that, whereas like, I think that we come from the generation of, and I heard Seinfeld say this, but he said it about Michael Jordan in the sense of, yo, there's somebody who's in the audience that this is probably the first and only time that they're going to see Michael Jordan. It was Kobe, that they're going to see Kobe Bryant, that they're going to see Jerry Seinfeld, that they're going to see Eddie Murphy. Working class people, they done worked their whole week.
Some people saved up for months.
They got a babysitter. They made an event. Like they planned their whole month around coming to see you.
Literally.
And Swedish House Mafia, they're back on tour, right? So like this is a huge Arthur Ashe Stadium. This is huge. So like you gotta be locked in and psyched up. Like I'm giving these people the best performance I possibly can.
Yeah.
But I don't think that happens with certain people who it was just given to them because they didn't have to come up in the clubs. They didn't have to like if I've never heard of this person and you just skyrocketed to opening for Swedish House Mafia, that means that you kind of like skipped some steps. I assume. I don't know.
But the crazy part is where we at right now that we might have never heard of him, and then you go on his page,
it's
5 million followers.
How many of them do we
love.
have a receipt for?
I'm gonna see how many followers.
You know what I
he
mean?
has.
You know who he is?
No, I've maybe seen this.
He gotta be huge.
TJM?
To open for Swedish House Mafia, he gotta be huge.
What is it? Amari Toomer?
He's got 253K followers.
Oh, that's not much.
That's not that much.
It's opening for Swedish House Mafia.
And then
I do this sometimes. Like I was talking about this with another comic. Like sometimes at the end of my show, like before I do my last joke, like what I close with, like this will be like probably like 50 minutes into the show. I'll literally stop. Like I'll take a sip of water. Like and I'll just be like, "Do you guys have like a good time tonight? Like, did you feel like this was worth your night?" And they'll be like, yeah, generally they'll be like, yeah, this was great. Like, this was like exactly what we wanted. And I'll be like, great. Like, I'm glad you guys had a good time. It's very important to me that you guys have a good time. So I'm glad you guys did, and I'm glad it was worth it. And if it wasn't worth it for you, then I apologize.
Like,
and
what
then,
are we all doing here?
And then I do my last joke, and that's the night.
And I might have said
this. It genuinely mean, like, I don't know, like, as an artist, how are you pretending that it doesn't mean anything if the audience likes you? Like, I don't get it. Like, you're lying.
Yeah, you're absolutely lying.
You're lying. If everyone hated you, you would have no career.
Yo.
So pretending that it doesn't matter whether they like you or not is just a lie.
It's an absolute lie. You know how many times I've had a bad set and like I'm staying up till the like 10 o'clock the next morning, like going through my set and being like, man, I need to know this song, or like I didn't play this song.
Life. I'm like, right.
I'm like, man, I can't believe I stunk it up like this. And like I said this story before, but shout out to DJ Mary Mac. Like Mary Mac, we were on an app together, and Mary Mac was on in the afternoons and I was on at night, or whenever, like vice versa. And the comments were live, and I was playing the game and I watched her performance. But then I went on, and somebody in the comments was like, who the hell is this guy? Bring Mary Mac back. And I'm just like, wait, hold on. Like, I'm focusing on like the actual technical skills and mixing, and not to say that she wasn't, but then I actually watched her performance of how she was performing for this medium, and she's bringing props and she's going up and down and she's interacting with the camera, and I'm just like, okay. I took that negative comment. It wasn't even negative. It was honestly like actual criticism, like positive criticism in the sense of, okay, like, well, if you're judging that against someone who's performing, like obviously like I'm doing some trash. So it was like, I paid attention. I studied, like, okay, I got to turn it up. Like I have to perform. I have to sell to the audience. I have to be engaging. So this person obviously has never.
That's a healthy relationship with ego. Which clearly that opener
I'm 6'5".
did not have.
Yeah.
True.
Mary Mac has this great thing. Like she has this innate thing of like she's just always herself.
Always.
Like she doesn't care what you say. She doesn't care. I guess it's kind of goes into like what we're talking. Like she doesn't care if you like it or not. She's not, but not that she don't care in the sense that she's gonna like trash you or talk shit about you. She doesn't care where she's like, I'm giving you my all, and that's all I can give.
1 or 1,000.
And that's all I can give. So if you enjoy it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry that you don't, but this is all I got. There's nothing left for me to give. So many people I find, especially when it comes to art form, like I think it's an ego thing where they don't want to give their all and have people not like them, so they'll give you a quarter of it. So if you don't like them, they can be like, I didn't even do my best stuff.
I didn't try.
It's like, why didn't you do your best stuff?
Right.
You should do your best stuff. We paid. It's Saturday night. Do your best stuff and let us be the judge. This is what you signed up for. Yeah. But a lot of people do that to protect themselves.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be 100% out there.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to be yourself.
It ain't easy. Because it sucks giving 100 and bricking too, because I've been on that.
Me too.
Looking like
it's
a total
literally
fool.
easier to be somebody else. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, a lot of people make a lot of money doing that.
Like you can be somebody else. That's easier than just being yourself.
Bro, I ate shit bad. I'm talking about jumping on a speaker.
No, that happens. We got another thing on the board. How to tell your partner or your friend that they are spending too much. I've had this. Have you had this?
Yeah. I've been the one who's spending too much.
Really?
Yeah.
And somebody told you?
Yeah.
How'd they tell you?
Yo, you wilding right now.
It's just like, well, I know, because I feel like I've seen this like happen with my parents before back in the day, where my dad would be like, are you serious? Like kind of like, hey, and like whatever. But it's like like, I think this is coming from like, this is coming from two friends, one male, one female, who have both brought a similar issue to me, which is like their partner feels the need to sign up for like every nice dinner, and everybody has these new shoes, so she or he have these new shoes. It's like, how do you like broach the conversation of like, you need to pull back without embarrassing them, I think is the question. Like, this isn't just to like over dinner, like, you got to chill out and like, whatever. It's like, how do you actually be like, well, you need to pace it back?
Who's paying for this? Are they paying for themselves?
These are both like engaged or married couples.
I know, but it's like the person who's spending too much. Are they spending their own money or somebody else's money?
I think it's joint bank accounts in both situations.
This is tough. I mean, this is
as far as I understand.
This is literally the number one reason for divorce and breakups is financial things.
Really?
Like, yeah. Number one. Yeah. It's very tough. I think that a lot of times I notice now with like my friends, obviously we're in our mid 30s. So a lot of people are now like getting married and they're like getting like real serious about their partners. And I think a lot of times it's pretty drawn out in the dating phase. Like it's pretty drawn out. Like I've had friends where I'm like, yeah, your lady has a spending problem.
Oh, really?
And you're pretending to look the other way as if it's just gonna get better.
Like if you put a ring on it.
Right. Like it's only going to get worse.
You
Like,
think?
yeah, she's spending she like a lot of times I find that, and I'm generalizing, of course, but I find that women are more open to spending. Like they're just more like, they're more free when it comes to like spending, and men tend to be a little bit more conservative, especially like when they're good financially. And I have friends where I'm like they tell me stories. I'm like, you're headed for divorce. You're not even engaged. Like this is like clear sign. This is like what you're saying is a problem in your relationship right now is the number one reason people get divorced. Yeah, you're behaving as if you're headed to like a good thing. Like,
because I feel like the reason I brought this up is I'm like, I feel like rarely have I seen these conversations happen with my parents, with friends who have told me about their conversations with partners that don't end in a like, well, you spent money on, or like, well, you love to, like a tit for tat almost. So I'm like, how do you get out of the like petty?
You gotta,
it's tough. It's tough when you and your partner are not on a financially on the same page. That's tough.
You gotta have a real mature conversation in the sense of, all right, what's our plan here? Are we planning on buying a house? Are we planning on doing like acquiring some properties? Are we acquiring some assets? Like you have to have like the real like, what's our strategic goal about this? Like, are we looking for like some type of financial freedoms? Are we trying to like acquire wealth? And that's almost like your litmus test, because if it's like that person doesn't care, or if it's not on the top of their mind, you can go one or two ways. Or are we gonna get together and get to it to be on the top of your mind? Or it's not. If it's not, then you kind of have to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start making real decisions for yourself. Like, hey, like we're not on the same financial page. This person's really not trying to like learn or make any type of changes. I might have to like figure out life.
But it's funny you say that, because like even that conversation, some people financially are not on the same page. Like they're just not.
They go
like,
into it not.
The way they look at money is not the same. Like there's men and women out there who don't look, and I'm sure there's like same-sex couples too who just don't look at money the same way. Like I've dated girls before where I'm like, yeah, we don't look at money the same way. Like I'm talking about one day owning property and passing down generational wealth to my offspring, and you're talking about your dream is to have a Birkin bag. Like we don't look at money the same way. If your dream is to walk around with a $50,000 bag, me and you have nothing in common when it comes to finances. So it's either like, and I'm not gonna come down to you. So it's either like you're gonna become more financially savvy so we can make this work, or it's not gonna work, just because like the idea, the notion of you valuing, like it's like when we talk about the jeans, $10,000 jeans, the notion of you valuing that as a person, I'm so disconnected from that.
Yeah.
Like I can't see that.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't even make sense to me. I can't even rationalize that if I were a millionaire. I can't even rationalize
it. Doesn't even register.
There's no need for you to have $10,000 jeans.
At all.
There's no need for you to have a $50,000 bag.
Yo.
When you can, this is literal money that you can invest in a property and pass it down to your kids, and they can pass it down to their kids, and you can build a whole line of people that have your last name who are going to be better off because you were able to give them this.
But how did you get like that?
I mean, I grew up. My dad was like my dad was financially. He was like frugal, and he was very, he always lived beneath his means. I live beneath my means now. Like I always find that's the way to go. Like you shouldn't. I mean, living like at your means is great, but I always think you're better off live beneath your means. Like always, have money to spare, like more, live under what you earn, like drive a car that you could drive a better car, you could have a better house, you can have a bit, but you have a savings and you're building long term and you're preparing for like a rainy day. I think financial literacy is tough, and that'll
it's so bad.
That'll split a couple apart.
It's so bad, but sometimes it's even deeper because it's like you're saying, it's a psychological thing too of like people's relationships with money and like how they grew up with money. If money was tossed around or they didn't have money, if they felt bad for not having things, and then they carry that into adulthood where it's just like they want to blow money. Because I've been there. My relationship with finances and money is I've been on the opposite side of when I started making some money and I started making like my own money, blowing it.
Yeah, and that's okay at the beginning. That's okay.
At the beginning,
most people do that.
Yeah,
that's fine as long as you catch yourself.
It really is like the West Egg, East Egg. Like I grew up with like parents who were pretty well off. Obviously, everything about me says that. And like I grew up in a private school world with a lot of like Fortune 500 executives. And like to Ian's point, it's like, I mean, I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Like a lot of those guys are like, yeah, they're driving nice cars, but it's not what they could afford.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like they're eating at the same restaurants that like
yeah.
the average Joe is like the richest people you know, they enjoy their finer things, but it's like they're really just acting fucking regular.
Yeah.
Like they might have a pool and that might be like an extra or they, you know, whatever, but it's like they're not the people you think with like the newest whatever this how
I enjoy the finer things too. Like
who doesn't?
Like I just got a new like a new car. We spoke about in the podcast. Like
still waiting.
My car is nice. Like I have like a nice new car.
We live in the same borough.
I could have a brand new Range Rover.
Yeah.
But like, why would I do that? Like, why would I get a brand new Range Rover? Just because like you can just get it? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Still waiting. I live in the same borough as you.
Yeah, and you have to take us for a drive. Yeah, it's rude at this point.
It's very rude. But to add to that, like I've heard one of the keyest phrases I've heard is that wealth whispers. And
that wealth what?
Whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the gaudiest thing you can do is act like you have money.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a dead giveaway.
When you have serious money, you don't want anybody to know. And it's not even about for social media, it's like taxes and things like that. When you start playing at a different financial game. So that's number one. And then number two is just like the mindset, the approach towards money and having like serious money is where you want to have it accumulating, you want it to have accrual, you want to have compound interest because you want to be able to take advantage of all of the systems that are already in place. Yeah. Like I'm starting a lot of my guys that I went to school with are in finance and, you know, we're 15, 16, almost 20 years out of school and, you know, the conversations we're having are changing or where they're having multiple properties and then retirement properties in Florida where it's just like, okay, my mindset around money has to grow because this is my metered circle now, you know?
You're lucky to be in that circle.
I am.
And don't get me wrong, I'm obviously not like wealthy, so my wealth doesn't whisper, not even close, but
you're close.
I've had purchases that I'm like, well, I just want to see what that's like. Like I bought my jewelry, like I have some diamond chains and stuff, and you know, there wasn't like nothing like insane, but it was expenses that I didn't need. But I was just like, I work hard, I do my thing. Like I want to have some nice stuff too. Like I want to be able to pop out and be around like people who are at a level where, you know, I look like I belong.
You know what's crazy though, and since we're talking about finances and wealth, is I was in some store the other day, and I had put this on my Instagram today, where it's just like nerds are the new rock stars. But I put that because the conversations that they were having were and so casual. Where this kid, he was in NYU, I think he was doing his MBA or something like that, and he was just like, yeah. He comes from money, and he was like, "Yeah, the next 5 years, I'm trying to clear 100 million." I'm like,
100 million.
Start a tech company
in the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years, and it wasn't.
Get me there.
It wasn't like pipe dreams or like astronomical.
It was like a reasonable thing.
It was to him, and the way how casual he was about it, and his friends, they didn't laugh. That was you got to pay attention to everybody. He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, Let's get to that 100 million.
Yeah, if any of my friends said they try to touch 100 million in the next 5 years, I would definitely laugh in their face.
Cracking up.
Yeah.
He was dead serious. The way he was so cavalier about it, I'm trying to touch 100 million in 5 years.
May that find all of us.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
100 million, bro. That's crazy. And I think you got to find a balance. I think it's also like, don't work hard and like, don't do nothing and save all your money. I'm at a point right now where I'm like, the era that I'm in right now is I'm doing experiences, bro. Like, so even if like I might not spend on like material things, but for an experience, a vacation, a family trip, wherever, I'm down for that.
Yeah. And that's worth it every time. And like, yes, you can treat yourself to a hotel, but it's like, that doesn't mean staying at the Ritz everywhere you go. It's like, just go see a new place.
Yeah.
Or if it's an artist you really love, you don't need to buy the $2,000 tickets, but like, if you need to buy a $400, $500 ticket, if it's an artist you love, like that's a splurge that I think is appropriate once in a blue moon.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
Like those are memories that make you a better like when I look back on my 20s, I'm like, everything that I'm like was the best of my life was never when I bought anything. It's like when I bought the flight.
Yeah.
And, like, took the trip.
No, I remember like when my mom got sick, and I remember like being at the hospital with her, and she's like laying on a hospital bed, her deathbed basically. And I remember like having like the realization of like, damn, like right now, like everyone would give everything to be able to just do stuff. And we can't, like, there's no one we could pay. Like, I would give all the money, all the accolades, like anything you ask for, I would give it. And just to be able to do stuff. And we can't, we don't have that option. There's no one we can give it to. This is just what it is. So I remember like coming out of that, I was like, while I can, I'm going to do everything I can. Like remember, like when you remember that time, you like, remember that there was a time where you would have given everything you've ever earned or did or knew. You would do anything just to be able to do stuff with this person. Yeah. And now obviously my mom passed, but like now you have the opportunity to do the things. You don't need to give anything. You can just do the things. Yeah. So I always remember that. And I'm like, do the things, like do the experiences, like force yourself, like be the yes man. Like remember that Jim Carrey movie? Was it Yes Man? Right? Yeah. No, Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, both of them are Jim Carrey movies. Yes Man's the one where he has to say yes to everything.
And Bruce Almighty. That's
Bruce
God.
Almighty's when he's God.
Yeah, but I thought God made him have to say yes to everything.
No, he goes to like a
conference.
A conference, and he gets like hypnotized
by what's his name? Morgan Freeman. Or is that Yes Man?
God
he's God.
And Bruce Almighty.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
And that's when he's like, "Oh, you have it so easy." He's like, you want to see what it's like to be God? And he makes
No. So I remember Yes Man. I remember when that came out. I tried to apply. Like I remember that was my resolution one year. I mean, like high school, I was like, I'm just gonna say yes to everything. Like whatever you ask me to do, I'm gonna say yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. I feel like I'm in the era of no now. Like I'm saying no to a lot of things because I was notoriously the yes man, and then I don't like feeling not like obligated, but like I don't like not being excited about something that I say yes to like an invitation or something like that. So like I'm being more of protective of my time and my energy.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think just for where I live, like what I do.
You say no all the time.
I don't. I just don't be here. I'll be down. I just don't be around. But like I feel like
not to Miguel at the Blue Note.
Yeah, I know that.
Or Michael Rubin's White Party.
Yeah. Right. You're right. But it's certain things where like I might not be completely down to do. But I'll say yes just because like I operate in the realm of like I need experiences to talk about.
Yeah.
I need to see things. I need to experience things. And to be honest, for what I do, the worse the thing was, the better it is. Like when I have bad experiences, I come in here like I got something to tell y'all.
Gold.
Right. When I have good experiences, I'm like, yeah, it was just good. Like it was good. Like, I had a great time. But like the listeners ain't gonna like this. They want my life to be miserable so they can, get through work on Monday.
That's a good fact. That's a good fact.
Yeah. So I try to like, but you gotta find a balance. You can't say yes to everything, especially as you're an adult, because it's money. But to answer like how do you tell them that they're spending too much? I think you need to sit them down and have that conversation. Like a lot of times we're looking for like angles on how to soften blows when it comes to like important shit. But this is so important.
It is.
Like if you have a partner who's spending too much, this is so important. It's the number one reason people break up.
Yo.
Like forget cheating, forget everything else. This is the number one reason that people break up. And you have that problem with your partner already. You have to have that conversation like yesterday.
Yeah.
It's the only way to save your relationship. You can continue to keep on. You can continue to put it aside. You can continue to try to be polite, but you're headed for divorce.
Yeah.
That's just where you're headed. It's just what the numbers say. It's just what the numbers say.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Where we at in time?
54?
53.
53. There you go.
There you go.
We're good.
So what are your Halloween plans? You got the party? Anything else?
I got the party. I'm trying to debate whether or not I visit this like whatever ghost of my past.
What do you mean?
No.
Take the visit.
Well, I know. I don't know.
Live your life.
What are you talking about?
Rihanna and T.I.
The guy from last episode.
Oh my God, no.
No, he's like married.
I'm done visiting him.
No,
it's just like I don't know. No, we're not.
He's coming from out of town.
He wants me to come down and visit in DC.
Is he paying for the bus ticket?
DC.
But he's a friend of mine. It's not like that.
I love DC. Why not?
But could it get like that?
No, he has a. No, it's not like.
Go to DC.
DC's where it's at, B.
I like DC. You'll have a good story. People want to listen.
DC's where it's at, B. Real talk.
What's your hesitation on it?
What?
You got the party on Thursday, so you're already gonna have a party.
That's my number one problem is I'm definitely gonna be up till like 5 a.m. on Friday.
Then jump on the Amtrak.
Yeah.
I know, dude.
3 hours.
Amtrak's are low key expensive.
They're more than
not
flights
cheap.
a lot of times.
It's not cheap.
This ticket to DC is $189.
You got it
not
for
cheap.
$189. I took a trip to DC, $350.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Did you do the Cellar
But the
car?
Amtrak,
No,
the
Amtrak.
Amtrak, I'm like,
Business
I
class.
need to put a fedora on.
Yeah.
I'm in the drink card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like
Fuck it.
Catch Me If You Can vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Wear a
Definitely.
tuxedo.
I'm
so
working
you
on
can
my laptop. I have a blazer on.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Also, Moynihan Train Hall is like walking to Moynihan is I'm like, I am fucking moving and shaking.
That's so
in
New
this
York.
town.
That's big New York.
But this is new New York because Penn Station, that's where all the fucking zombies were. And like, you never wanted to go there. So you should experience it and you should live it up.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah. But yeah, we'll see.
So if you go to DC, are you gonna bring a costume too?
Mambo sauce.
Kind of have to, right?
God, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
what we're
But I
here
can't
for.
be slutty in front of this group. So I don't know.
Why?
Be conservative, slutty.
Are they Mormons?
No, they're not Mormons. Just given the politics at play. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
The politics.
But that's the beauty about Halloween.
Anything goes.
It supersedes any type of policy where slutty's not allowed.
He walking
Actually,
out,
slutty-
out in front of his girlfriend. I'm like, what?
She'll get it.
Slutty is a policy.
It's Halloween.
Do you want to do the same costume?
Yeah,
I brought you one.
It's Halloween. That's where you can get away with all. Like, listen, for all our listeners, adulthood tip. Johan, play the adulthood pro tip music. If you have always wanted to show maybe like a coworker or a friend your rack, Halloween,
ATM.
perfect example.
ATM.
Wear a
all-
revealing top. Let them know that you got the heavies.
All titties matter.
Yes.
And now we've said it, right?
Let them know you have it. This is the time you can do it without judgment, without people looking at you, without people like, oh, why her titties out? I know why her titties out.
It's
because
Halloween.
October 31st.
Slut amendment. Have you ever seen like sneaky heavies where you weren't prepared for them?
Sneaky Heavies. That's my middle name.
That's a good name to name.
Ian Sneaky Heavies Lara.
That's a good
Because
middle
I
name.
love him so much.
The
From
sneaky
your
heavy.
last episode. It was so it was so great.
I feel like we've had worse. We've done worse.
We have.
Oh, okay, so from a woman's perspective, have you ever seen a sneaky hung guy where you weren't prepared for it?
Or
Where
maybe
it's
like a guy you didn't know had a body, like a six pack or like
something.
a muscular
See, a
top.
body doesn't do it as much for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
The package does where I'm like, okay.
Oh, you're
You
like
were-
a pervert. She's like a man.
yeah, you weren't ready, but you weren't expecting like
I just was like, this is a whole different experience.
Yeah,
for me now.
like this-
That happened to me at the wedding with the hockey player.
Hung?
Like a whole. I was like,
Like that Cabernet bottle?
What? I was like, okay. I've
She's
been
like, my
drinking
poor
all
little
night.
pea. My poor little pea. My poor little pea. My poor...
I was screaming that in the
Call
Spring Hill
back.
Suites.
Call
right?
back, yeah.
Right.
Spring Hill.
My poor little pea. Stop yelling at me. Thank you guys for listening to the Adulthood Pod. Come back.
Thank
We'll
you.
do Halloween. We'll do a Halloween up on the next one. We'll dress up and tell Halloween
Oh
stories.
man.
Thank y'all for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up. VOL133. Thank y'all. Peace.
Oh.